Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down. 15-9. 15-9. Yeah. Hey, lock it. Kill. Show it up.
A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they...
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. There he goes left side, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Look for signal.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Run left. Mike 54. Get in the weight room. Switch. 12. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Wait. Run pass. Right there. 54, right there.
Again on 2nd and 10. It's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He's got Lockett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
There. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Watch the safety creep. Gone. Save. X3. 218. Chop it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Don't be scared. Smooth. Bang. Hey, no, look up. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Watch the run. Let's go.
Throwing Jones. And Tate's got it. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Ready?
They'll try the right side here. Barkley takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Let's go, D.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
19.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Wilson now 6 of 10 of this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go. Where? Switch.
Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's Barkley on the counter. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit. but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. A first down carry for Barkley. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 11-yard line.
10 over. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that defense.
On second and 11 now. Jones, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Levine Toilolo, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Trevor Williams with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey. Mike 50.
On second down, here's Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Mike's 50. I'm going to come back to you. Wow. 22-jet bomber.
From the gun on third down, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt when the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Check. Fresno.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And an alley to run. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. He'll field this at the 5. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, watch out. Ready?
Looking to throw. Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down now, Barkley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
50, plant. Come on, let's go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Jones on third down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. Now, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
On the ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Now. Hold the look. Hold the look. Hold. Go. Go. On hit.
Now Jones throwing on first down. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. in field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
14. Took right. Hey, 0.
Here's Carson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. To throw is Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Don't get nervous. Mike 5-4. Get that quarterback. 14. That's it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Willis has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
18. Hey, watch out. Check. Hassan. Mike 54. I'm coming.
Now Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Good guys, 4 down. Mike 54. Pick it up. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. A big pickup. 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain. Still a ways to go, though. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. And I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Eason. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Yo, check 45.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Check, box 54. Set the target. Sit. Alert. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the football. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. It's just me and you.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Green 80. Time to go. Night. We got tight left. We got three, fellas. We got 3. Check. 93's the mic. Hey, alert. Let's go, D. Let's go.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Check. Good. 93's the mic. Man, I got you. Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. All goes special tonight.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. Stuff to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Good job right there.
Hey, 0.
Check. 93's the mic.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Reload. 93's the mic.
This is Carson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it with. Check 13. Check. 93's the mic.
Wilson steps away to his left. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Right there. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. It's our time. Check.
Touch 50. Good job right there.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Myers' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions, but the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Gallman will run it, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Steve 6.
Mike, 57. Watch the pass.
Ready?
2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Giants. 46 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They come out here in the eye. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to run for it. Lewis. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third.
Kill. Any weapon. Rush in. Rush in.
Good guys, 4 down. Off.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows